Do you get knee pain going downstairs? Many people who have knee pain have trouble going up and downstairs, but it's often going downstairs that's more painful. Now that sounds backwards because you'd think going upstairs would be more difficult, but a lot of times it is actually going downstairs that's more painful. I'm Dr. Dave Candy, and in this video, I'm going to explain 3 simple ways that you can go downstairs with less knee pain. And some of them work right away, other ones take a little bit longer, but will leave you with a better long-term result. So the first one is just going downstairs one step at a time. And most people will naturally kind of stumble on this because it's a little bit easier to do that. But I have encountered people who will go downstairs where they're leading with their good foot. So if this is the sore one, they'll lead with the good foot first because they're afraid to put weight on the sore leg for fear that it might give out on them. But in reality, it's actually the leg that's on the top stair that is doing most of the work because gravity is naturally pulling you down towards the center of the earth. And so you're actually fighting gravity with this leg. And even though it might be a little bit more scary to land on your good leg, if your leg is locked out, it's probably not going to give out on you. This is the one that's actually doing all the work. So if you've got really bad knee pain, going downstairs one step at a time for a short period may be a good solution, but make sure to lead with the bad leg first. But most people want to be able to go downstairs step over step like normal people do it. And so there is a really easy tip to help you go downstairs more comfortably with less knee pain. Now, like I mentioned, gravity is pulling you down towards the center of the earth. Gravity is accelerating you downwards at 9.8 meters per second. And just to stay stationary in one position, your body has to produce enough force to accelerate you upwards at 9.8 meters per second. So you're actually working just to stay still. Now, if you produce more force than that, you go up. If you produce less force than that, you go down. And the faster you go down, actually the easier it is, the less you're fighting gravity using your muscles. So one really simple tip to go downstairs with less knee pain is to go down faster. And when you go down faster, you don't need to use as much force out of your quadriceps, which means you're not pulling on your patellar tendon as much. You're not creating as much compression of your kneecap up against the thigh bone, for example, if you have knee arthritis. But going downstairs can also be scary because people think, oh, well, my knee hurts, I have to be careful. And so they go down slow for fear that their knee will hurt. But then their knee actually does hurt because they're going down slow, which becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so you can see how that kind of becomes a vicious cycle. And one way to break that is just to hold on to something and try going down quickly. Now, another reason that people may have trouble going downstairs is because of a lack of dorsiflexion in their ankle, or the movement of bringing your knee over your toe like this. And if you lack movement at your toe, that also puts more compression force on your knee as you're going downstairs. But if you bring your toes slightly over the edge of the step like this, it decreases the amount of motion that you need at the ankle. It allows you to kind of roll over the ball of your foot as you're going downstairs. It allows you to go downstairs faster without needing to put a lot of weight through the leg that's up on the stair. And so if you hang your toes over the edge and then go down fast and hold on for safety if you are afraid that you may fall on stairs, and then go down. So that's the second tip. And so to see that in real time, you just hang your toes over and let the balls of the feet kind of roll over the edge of the step as you're going downstairs. So that's the second tip, is hanging the balls of the toes over and going down the stairs fast. Now, the third tip takes a little bit longer, but it usually will leave you with a better long-term result because you do need to improve the amount of dorsiflexion in your ankle, and you do need to improve how much you're using your hip muscles, because the more you use your hip muscles, the less you have to use your quadricep muscles. And so this third tip is an exercise progression that you can go through on the stairs to help you activate the right muscles and improve the mobility in your ankle. And so the way that you do that, you start out at the bottom of the stairs, put your foot up, usually on about the second stair, and you'll face straight up, but I'm going to do it at an angle just so you can see it a little bit better. And then you lean in that way. So you get movement at the ankle. And right now, this is really just focusing on mobility at the ankle. You're not putting a ton of weight through this leg. Most of your weight is on this back leg here, just focusing on getting movement and dorsiflexion at this ankle. And so that's the first step. Step number 2 is to put your foot on the bottom stair and the other leg on the ground. Then you're just going to kind of activate like this. You're pushing your heel down into the stair, but you're not going up the stairs. It's just an isometric strengthening contraction. And hold for about 5 to 10 seconds and relax. And then hold 5 to 10 seconds and relax. So you should feel your butt muscles kind of kick on as you're doing this. And again, you're activating your muscles, but you're not activating enough to go up the stair. So it's a low-level contraction just to get the right muscles working. And do about 10 repetitions, holding 5 or 10 seconds each. And you're going to turn sideways and do sort of that same thing, facing sideways on the stair. This requires a little more ankle dorsiflexion to do it this way, as if you're going downstairs. So activating the correct muscles. And again, don't go to the point where you get knee pain, so only put as much force through as you can comfortably. Hold on to a rail for balance. Again, do another 10 repetitions, holding the contraction for 5 to 10 seconds. And you should be feeling it in your bottom muscles as well as some in your thigh, but really think about activating your bottom muscles as you're doing this. Now you're going to come up on the stair and then just do little mini step downs. And the further down you go, the harder it becomes. So just do a range that you can comfortably. Again, you're pushing mostly through your heel. The more back this way you are, the less dorsiflexion you need in your ankle. Ultimately, to be able to go downstairs, you need to be able to get that foot out in front of you. So you're getting more ankle dorsiflexion, activating the butt muscles. And then finally, after you've done 10 or 20 repetitions of that, face down the stairs, and you're going to activate those same muscles and then step down. Now again, that tip may not work immediately. If you do have more severe knee pain, this may take days, weeks, or even months, depending on where you're starting, to increase the mobility in your ankle as well as increase the strength in your glutes. But in the meantime, either go downstairs one leg at a time if your knee pain is really bad, or hang the toes over and go down a little bit faster. And that will help you to almost instantly relieve your knee pain going down the stairs while you're working on improving the mobility in your ankle and improving the strength in your hip so that you get a better long-term result. So hopefully you did find this helpful. If you are in the St. Louis area and you need some more help for knee pain, we'd be happy to help you out here at More for Life. And if you're watching this from somewhere else, but you found this helpful, hit the share button below this video and share this either on your social media or with a friend who may need some help. The more people who see our videos, the more people we can help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.